Hey. I want to talk to you about communities today, and this came up as a result of a conversation with a client a couple of days ago. And he was asking me about whether he should actually start his own community. So at the moment, he's got clients, but they're all one-to-one clients. So everything's done via Zoom and Messenger. And it's a really good question. And I'm just going to talk you through some of my experience and some of my thoughts on communities, because I've had a few over the years. And I also want to cover my recent decisions and why I've backflipped on a decision that I made a few weeks ago. So I started my business 6.5 years ago, and about 6 months into the business, I started a Facebook group. And I grew that over about 18 months, and I think it was about 800 or 900 people in there. And I ended up shutting it down because it basically didn't do anything for me. And I'll tell you why it didn't do anything for me, because at the time I honestly didn't know how to market myself, and I also was too scared to ask for the sale in terms of making offers all the time. I wasn't making offers. It was literally like I'd be giving people things, but I wouldn't say, would you like it? I would just stick it in the group for them. So if I created a lead magnet, I'd put it in the group. And so it was a lot of giving, and I didn't ask. And I didn't really get anything from it. It just became something that I ended up resenting, because I felt like I was putting so much time and effort into it and not getting much out. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. As I say, I wasn't making offers. I was just giving. I wasn't asking for a sale. And kind of anyone really could come in. There were filter questions, but I basically just wanted to fill the group up. So I ended up closing that down. And then about 6 months after that, I kind of had reviewed my niche. I kind of wanted to go definitely more into the business building and marketing, and really going back to my core roots of my my career, really, because when I first started my business, I was just really doing more kind of life and career coaching and personal marketing consulting for people, but I wasn't doing any, it wasn't in the capacity of what I do now. Similar things, but not what I do now. So I started a new group. Big mistake, because what I should have done was just rebrand my other group, because it already had 800-900 people in there anyway. I didn't. I started a new community. And then I just closed it last month. I had 600 odd people, I think, in that community. And so I closed that one for the same thing. It kind of built up over time. There wasn't much interaction happening, and I found it to not be, but I found it just this thing that was like, I forgot about it. And then when I remembered to put things in there, I would, and what have you. Now, the thing is, as well, is that over time, Facebook has changed. At one stage, they were big on communities and driving that, and that's what they wanted. And now they've gone more into advertising, and it's much more of a business type platform. And that's why everyone gets sick of ads and everything on Facebook. And so you don't gain much reach. The other problem that you have with Facebook groups as well is the fact that you're always getting notifications. So something, even if people are, a destination, they're going to that group for something, they'll easily become distracted from the notifications that come up, the people that are in there and their profiles, and they'll click through and they'll go through and see what they're up to. And before you know it, you're just down this rabbit warren in a completely different direction. So I feel that kind of Facebook groups, unless they change, they've kind of run their course and had their day. So personally, if you're going to open a community, I don't think that Facebook groups, if you're starting right now, is the way to go. I think if you've got a group and it's established, on there, then great. You've probably still got legs with it. If not, I would definitely recommend going down the school avenue. You can also, if you've got a GHL, you can have your own community in GHL. I think if you've got brand new clients and you're offering brand new clients that have resources and everything within GHL, and that's where you're housing everything, you can do everything in there. And the communities aspect in GHL has got much better. It only launched about 6 months ago, I think, but it's got much better in that time. So you can go down the GHL community route, and if you've got paying clients and you've got resources in there, then yes, you can do that. I actually launched last year for my clients only, a school group, school community, which is what you're in now. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you're not in there, but you can be. Click the link and come in. Or if you're watching this on LinkedIn, or if you're watching this on Facebook, anyway, wherever I decide to put this video, you'll be able to find a link and you can come into my school community now. So anyway, I opened the school community last year only for paying clients. Now, as clients went, they left the community. In hindsight, I would not do that now, given what I've got set up in there today. Because over time, I've put all of my trainings that were housed in GHL into school, purely because at the time the community in school was much better than the community in GHL, and also because you can just house everything in school. And now that you can, in the classroom area, you can have your trainings and people can pay for the individual trainings that they want, and you can put your products essentially in there or services in there. I actually think that school is a really good way to go, because it's a one-stop shop essentially. So a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, I decided that I was going to open up my school community, the zone, to customers. So if they purchased something from me, they could come into the group and have access to the community and make other purchases if they like. And that's it. It's kind of an easy place to direct everyone to go to. Now, within a couple of weeks, I changed my mind that I was actually going to open up the community for free, and I was going to house one of my main free resource in there, which is the Boundless blueprint. House that in the community, direct people to the community where they can get their hands on the Boundless blueprint, which is great, by the way. You get a 25-minute training video where I talk through my exact business model of how I operate and how you can become boundless in your business. I talk you through the exact steps that you can go through to help build your business. And also there's a diagnostic as well. So you can download, there's a PDF in there, and there's a diagnostic tool. So you can actually pinpoint for yourself where your focus areas should be in your business based on where you're at right now. So if you want the free resource, head over there, watch it, get the PDF for the blueprint, and you can also do the diagnostic. Anyway, so what I decided to do was that I was going to open the community for free. Now, the reason why I've done that is because I thought long and hard about my philosophy. And my philosophy is about becoming boundless in your business and to not having barriers and to open up yourself and what you're passionate about to others, and to be able to share that openly. And I felt like it was the right thing to do to open. And someone asked, that they posed a question to me about the community, and it stopped me in my tracks. And I was like, you know what? By doing it the way I was, which was, you come in, you've got to pay for a resource. Yes, I believe in if you pay attention. But I also believe in being able to share your message with those who are best suited to hear it. And when you have a community, which is like what I've got now, and I know that the people who are in this community are driven, ambitious, they want a simple business which fits in with their life, then you're in the right place. But you still have to pay for the attention. So the model and my business model still operates perfectly within a free community. So this is really what I wanted to share. So going back to the original question, which my client posed to me the other day, which is, should I have a community? The answer in a nutshell is yes. If you have clients working with you, there is no harm in bringing them into your world and creating a place for them to be able to hang out and feel at home, to feel seen, to feel heard, to feel understood, a place where they can share and to not feel alone. Because one of the things, and this is the biggest thing that will stop you from being boundless in your business, is by feeling alone. And many people in their journey of business, most of us who are doing it on our own, feel alone at points. And we feel like you want that interaction. Yeah, and I know from years of working in huge corporations, being surrounded by hundreds of people every day, going from that environment to then coming into an environment where you're essentially on your own with a computer screen. And if you're delivering the majority of your services online, this is where you're sat most of the day. That it can be a really lonely place. So if there's just somewhere where you can ask a question or hang out or whatever, or just break up the day, then why not open that up to people? So my advice to my client was, you don't necessarily need a community, but if you want one and it serves a purpose for you and it serves a purpose for your clients, then have one. But you do, I believe, need to have boundaries in place with regards to your time and your energy. And I will never do what I did before in my old Facebook group, which is just give loads of free resources and create a community of tire kickers essentially and freeloaders, because none of us are in business for that. All of us are experts. All of us have got huge value to add to people and our clients. But if people want one-on-one time with you, if people want to pick your brain, I honestly believe there needs to be boundaries in place and a level of respect in place as well. So I will have this, and you'll see this, that if you don't respond to me, you won't get much from me. It's as simple as that. So if I've reached out to you in the DMs, or if you've asked a question in the group and I reach out and respond, or if I respond to you in the group, if there's not reciprocal respect within the community, you'll see that my attention will disperse, because I am ultimately here, and it is my duty to serve those who are paying, because they are paying for my attention. So I hope that makes sense. So everyone, you're welcome in here. You're welcome in here if you're a solo service-based founder, consultant, coach who is gunning to live life on their terms and have an amazing business, to do the work they love all day, not all day at all, but to do it every day, or to to just have this business that feeds you and your lifestyle, and that you earn decent money out of doing great things, working with great people, then yeah, this is a place absolutely for you to be able to hang out, be my guest. But just letting you know what my kind of stance on communities is. So take that as you wish, and hopefully it's some food for thought about how you want to operate and run your community and how that actually interlinks with your business and your service offerings. So there you go. That's it from me. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I'm recording this on a Friday if you're watching this after, and I will speak to you soon. Adios.